Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Thompson Motorsport Park in Thompson, Connecticut. I'm Aaron Johnson with the Johnson iRacing team, bringing you today's event, a 40-lap feature race in the iRacing Advanced Legends Series. This is the top flight, the best of the best on the iRacing service at the time this race was offered. Let's have a look at the starting lineup. Starting in 14th spot in car number 14, that's Taylor Douglas. Taylor Racing out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Starting in the 13th spot in car number 10, racing out of the Mid-South region in the Dream Racing Legends car, that is Charles Hinkle. Starting in the 12th spot in car number 13, that's Briston Roberts in the University of Tennessee car, Briston, out of the Mid-South region. Starting in the 11th spot in car number 8, that's the Southland Cannon Company Legends car of Darrell Francis, Darrell, out of Chester, Virginia. Starting in the 10th spot in car number 11, the John Deere Legends car of Joseph Ralph, Joseph out of New York. In the 9th starting spot, out of the Michigan region, that is Craig Phillips. Starting 8th in car number 1, he'll show up on your telemetry as car 13. He races out of Tiverton, Rhode Island in the JR Motorsports Legends car. It's Reagan Parent. Starting in the 7th spot in car 00, he's going to show up on your telemetry as car number 4, but on your screen as the Puma Legends car, that is Aaron Johnson, Aaron out of Bailey, Colorado. Starting in the 6th spot, racing out of the Illinois region, racing out of the Georgia region, that is Justin Sumner in the Icy Legends car. Now your top 5 starters. Starting in the 5th spot in car number 6, racing out of Illinois, that's Aaron Reinhold. Starting 4th in car number 5, out of the New England region, that's Jordan Threlfall. In the 3rd starting spot, out of the Carolina region, in car number 3, that's James Horn. Starting 2nd from Boise, Idaho, in the Dirty Mo Radio Legends car, it's car number 9, James Teget. And finally, on the pole, car number 2, racing out of the Great Plains region, that's Amir Saleh. Amir, one of the top iRacing drivers on the system today. Pace car leading the field down the back straightaway. We're going to see if we can't move that banner just a little bit. I think that's a little high, so let's make an adjustment here. We're going to drop this banner down some while the pace car moves around. That should give us a little better look at the field. Pace car leads the field down the back straightaway. Amir Saleh leads the field around. The pace car's in. So Saleh hits the throttle. It's a quick lead for Amir Saleh, and it looks like the 3 of James Horn has jumped inside the 9 of Teget. So it's going to be Saleh, Horn, Teget. Then it looks like Threlfell and Aaron Reinhold riding out the top 5. Justin Sumner in 6th, with Johnson, Parent, Phillips, and Joseph Ralph rounding out the top 10. We are just about to complete lap number 1. Amir Saleh is going to lead the field here at Thompson Motorsport Park. We're going to zoom that camera out just a little bit so we can get a better look. Amir Saleh out front. It's Saleh stretching that lead out, with Jordan Threlfell having moved up into 2nd. A little bit of slipping and sliding there by Amir Saleh as Threlfell moves back now as James Horn gets underneath. Let's take a look at that battle. It's really a battle between the 5 of Threlfall and the 3 of Horn. Horn holding off the charging 5 of Threlfall. Just behind Threlfall, it's the 6 of Reinhold, then Teget, Sumner, Aaron Johnson looking at the 7th spot, then Phillips, Joseph Ralph, and Darrell Francis. Francis has worked his way now into the top 10. Amir Saleh continues to lead. We're going to stick with this battle, and we're watching right now between Horn, Threlfall, Reinhold, and Teget. Those cars, the leaders, Johnson in 7th. Looks like he's trying to close on Justin Sumner, but the battle is here, and it looks like right now James Horn is starting to pull away from the 5 of Jordan Threlfall. Up front, it is still Amir Saleh. Amir in that hot pink car. It looks like a Cheshire Cat kind of car. Amir running down the front straightaway now. It's on lap 5 of 40. Amir Saleh leads, followed by Horn, Threlfall, Reinhold, and Teget. Those are your top 5. Let's have a look through the field. It's Amir Saleh, followed by the 3 of James Horn. Just behind Horn, the 5 of Jordan Threlfall. A little gap then to the 6 of Aaron Reinhold, who sits in the 4th spot. Then behind Reinhold, battling for position, it's the 9 of Teget and the 7 of Justin Sumner. Those cars working along in 5th and 6th. Just behind them, it's the Puma Legends car of Aaron Johnson. Johnson currently sitting in the 7th spot. Behind Johnson, that's the 12 of Craig Phillips. Phillips in the 8th position, then Joseph Ralph in the 11th, running 9th, a small gap to Ralph. Then a jump back from Ralph to the 10 of Charles Hinkle. Just behind him, the 8 of Darrell Francis. Those cars running in 10th and 11th respectively. Behind those cars is the 14 of Taylor Douglas in 12th. Then behind Douglas, we're seeing the 13. That's the 1 of Reagan Parent, but it's the 13 car. Then behind Reagan Parent, we've got the University of Tennessee, number 13 of Briston Roberts. Roberts running in the 14th spot, everyone on the lead lap. And then we get back around to Amir Saleh. Saleh losing ground now as James Horn gains on Amir Saleh. It's Saleh, Horn, Threlfall, 1, 2, 3. Then Reinhold, Sumner, Aaron Johnson has moved into the 6th spot. Johnson up 1 as he's gone past James Teget. Behind him, it's Phillips, Ralph, and Charles Hinkle. Those 10 cars representing the top 10. Everyone's still on the lead lap at Thompson MSP. This, the top split in the iRacing Advanced Legends Series. James Horn closing slowly but steadily on the 2 of Amir Saleh. Saleh, one of the top drivers in the iRacing Advanced Legends Series, consistently running in the top 25 in points globally, generally out of about 20,000 racers. So Amir Saleh, one of the fast guys, being chased down by James Horn and Jordan Threlfall. Threlfall closing as well. Then it's a pretty big gap back to, it looks like, was that Aaron Johnson? Did Aaron Johnson move into the 4th spot? He has. Aaron Johnson has made his way around Threlfall and Craig Phillips. Or sorry, around Craig Phillips and who did Sumner and Phillips must have gotten together. That must be how Johnson got around them. We're focused in on Aaron Johnson here. Let's go back up front to the leaders where the action is. Saleh, Horn, Threlfall running 1, 2, 3. Those cars battling for position. Lap 12 of 40 is in the books, and it is Amir Saleh with the lead. Threlfall looks to the inside of the 3 of James Horn. Looks to me like Threlfall's biding his time, holding on to some tires. The lap car of Aaron Reinhold, Briston Roberts coming into view. Saleh is going to have to deal with the lapped Tennessee car of Briston Roberts. It's Saleh, Horn, Threlfall, Johnson. Johnson about 2.5 seconds back of these 3 leaders. Threlfall really starting to work hard now on the 3 of Horn, as Horn appears to not be gaining quite as quickly on Amir Saleh. In fact, Saleh may be pulling away just slightly. Threlfall trying to find a way around the 3 of James Horn. Down the back straightaway, Threlfall looks to the high side, no dice. Now tries to look to the inside, right on the bumper of the 3. Jordan Threlfall's car looks to be very, very good as Amir Saleh loses a little ground as well. So it's Saleh, Horn, Threlfall. Threlfall looks like the best of those 3 cars. Aaron Johnson closing. He's knocked half a second off of the lead of this group. So Aaron Johnson closing in, looking to make this a 4-car battle. He's got some work to do if that's going to be the case. Amir Saleh holds off the 3 of James Horn. Behind him, it's Jordan Threlfall. You can see that chromium-plated 00 of Johnson trying to move into the picture as Threlfall works hard on the 3 of James Horn. Horn looks to the inside of Amir Saleh. It is Saleh, Horn, Threlfall. Horn gets a fender underneath. He's going to try to make the pass on Amir Saleh. It's Horn on the inside, Saleh on the outside. Saleh rolls back into the throttle, but it looks like James Horn's going to make the pass. And Horn does as they come to the start-finish line. James Horn is your new leader at Thompson Motorsports Park. Lap 17 of 40 now underway. Jordan Threlfall also making his way past the 2 of Amir Saleh. Those 2 cars now beginning to put some distance between themselves and Saleh as Aaron Johnson starts to close in on Amir Saleh as well. Saleh's car seeming to fall off just a bit here at about the halfway point. Up front, James Horn leads, followed by Jordan Threlfall, then Amir Saleh, Aaron Johnson in 4th, with Teget, Joseph Ralph, Craig Phillips, Charles Hinkle, Darrell Francis, and Taylor Douglas rounding out the top 10. Reagan Parent is the last car on the lead lap in 11th. In 12th, it's Briston Roberts. 13th, Justin Sumner. Those two cars 1 lap down. Then Aaron Reinhold in 14th, down 4 laps. Threlfall all over the back bumper of James Horn, looking to find a way around that 3 car. Horn running a nice smooth line. It is difficult to pass at Thompson Motorsports Park. You either need a big run or you need to be able to get a fender underneath or have your opponent make a mistake. Right now, James Horn making no mistakes. Threlfall gets a good run off the corner, takes a look to the inside, no way around. It's still going to be the 3 of James Horn with the lead, followed by the 5 of Jordan Threlfall. Threlfall working hard to find a way around the 3 of James Horn. Horn slides up in the middle of the corner. Threlfall turns down just a little bit. Looks like he's got a wheel underneath. Horn coming out of turn number 4 onto the front straightaway. And going into turn 1, no dice. Jordan Threlfall made a valiant attempt to get underneath the 3 of James Horn that time. He had no dice. This time Threlfall giving Horn a push as they go down the back straightaway. Then looks to the inside. Threlfall, I think, starting to be a little frustrated by James Horn. This time gets a really good run out of turn number 4. They are side to side at the start-finish line. It's still going to be James Horn, but Jordan Threlfall has position, lets the car slide up, does a little bit of a slide job. Horn does the turn under maneuver and starts to cross over, gets back by the 5 of Jordan Threlfall. They go into turn number 3. Threlfall on the high side. He holds Horn down. It's Horn on the inside, Threlfall on the outside, giving no quarter down the front straightaway. This time by, it's going to be Jordan Threlfall with the lead. Threlfall takes the lead on lap number 22, makes a pass on the 3 of James Horn. Amir Saleh looks to the outside of Horn. It's Threlfall, Horn, Saleh, Johnson in 4th, James Teggett in 5th, Joseph Ralph 6th, with Craig Phillips 7th, Charles Hinkle 8th, Darrell Francis 9th, and Taylor Douglas rounding out the top 10. Aaron Johnson continues to close on the leaders, but it isn't making up ground quite fast enough. Out front, it is Jordan Threlfall now beginning to pull away from James Horn. Horn running 2nd, Saleh 3rd, Johnson 4th, Teggett 5th. Let's work our way through the field. We see this lead group of Threlfall, Horn, and Saleh. Just behind them, it's the 00 of Aaron Johnson. Johnson running in the 4th spot all by himself. Then behind Johnson, it's a gap back to the 9 car of James Teggett. James running in the 5th spot behind James Teggett. The 11 of Joseph Ralph, that John Deere Legends car in the 6th spot. Behind Ralph, it's the 12 of Craig Phillips in 7th. Then the 13 of Briston Roberts. Roberts a lap down, being shown right now in 12th. Behind Roberts, that's the 10 of Charles Hinkle. Hinkle running currently in the 7th spot on the lead lap. Then behind Hinkle in the Southland Cannon Company car, that's Darrell Francis. Darrell being shown in 8th. On the track behind Darrell Francis, that's the 14 of Taylor Douglas. Douglas started out 14th, worked his way up to 9th, running in the 9th spot. Then behind Douglas, it's the 13, that's the 1 of Reagan Parent, the last car on the lead lap. Behind Parent, that's the 6 of Aaron Reinhold. Reinhold being shown in 14th spot, 4 laps down. On the racetrack behind Aaron Reinhold is the 7 of Justin Sumner. Sumner shown 1 lap down in 12th. Then behind Sumner, we're back around to the leader, Jordan Threlfall, who has begun to check out on the rest of the field. Threlfall running in 1st. Amir Saleh has moved into the 2nd spot. Saleh running in 2nd. Just behind Saleh, it's the 00 of Aaron Johnson. Johnson continuing to close in on Amir Saleh. Both those cars a significant distance behind your leader. That's the 5 of Jordan Threlfall. Threlfall out front in the red, black, and white Legends car, racing out of the New England region. Threlfall, another excellent Legends car driver, came into this race with the highest I rating of the combined or aggregate group. No, sorry, not the highest I rating, the 5th highest I rating of the aggregate group. So in the top 5 overall, but checking out on the field. Behind Threlfall, it's Saleh, Johnson, Teggett, Ralph, Phillips, Hinkle, Francis, Douglas, and Parent. Those are the 10 cars on the lead lap. A strong field with 10 cars remaining on the lead lap with 10 to go. Relatively unusual in iRacing to have that many cars in an Advanced Legends Cup Series race on the lead lap. Even in the top group, there tends to be a pretty good spread. This looks like a pretty strong group of Advanced Legends Cup cars. Let's make one more run through the field and see what we can see. Behind the 5 of Jordan Threlfall, on the next car on the track is the 2 of Amir Saleh. Saleh running in the 2nd spot, about 4 seconds back of Threlfall. Behind Threlfall, it's a 00 of Johnson. Johnson has closed steadily all day, started 7th, works his way up into the 3rd spot, closing on Amir Saleh. Behind Johnson, the 9 of James Teggett. Teggett also running a nice smooth race today. Behind Teggett, it's the 11 of Joseph Ralph. Ralph started in the 10th spot. He's worked his way all the way up into the 5th position. A nice run so far for Joseph Ralph. Behind Ralph, that is the 12 of Craig Phillips. Phillips also having a good day here. Started out in the 9th spot, has worked his way up to 6th. Behind Phillips on the Speedway, the car is slowing. That's the 8 of Darrell Francis. Francis having some sort of a problem. Then behind Francis on the Speedway, that's the 14 of Taylor Douglas. Douglas in the 7th spot. Behind Douglas, that's the 6 of Aaron Reinhold. Reinhold 4 laps down. James Horn must have had some sort of a problem. I see he's in the pits. Then behind the 6 of Aaron Reinhold, we see the 13 of Reagan Parent. Parent, the last car on the lead lap in the 8th spot. Behind Parent on the Speedway, we're back around to the leader, Jordan Threlfall. 6 laps to go. Jordan Threlfall with the lead with Amir Saleh 2nd, Aaron Johnson 3rd, James Teggett 4th, Joseph Ralph rounding out the top 5. Jordan Threlfall running a fantastic race today as he leads. This time by, there will be 5 to go. Threlfall pushing the car hard. He's right up against the outside wall, leaving nothing to chance. About a 3.5-second lead over Saleh and Johnson. Saleh running in the 2nd spot and Johnson 3rd. Johnson's been trying to close on Amir Saleh. It looks like that distance has stabilized. With 5 to go, I don't think there's going to be enough room, enough time for Aaron Johnson to run down Amir Saleh. So it looks like the front 3 have stabilized. Really, the top 5 have stabilized. A fair amount of distance between those cars. Jordan Threlfall with about a 4-second lead over the 2 of Amir Saleh. Then behind Saleh, Johnson to get Ralph. Those your top 5 drivers. There are 8 cars on the lead lap. There'll be 3 to go this time by. Jordan Threlfall leads the field. Threlfall into turn 1, now through the center of 1 and 2 onto the back straightaway. It is Jordan Threlfall with the lead as he goes down the back straightaway. Threlfall running a fantastic race today. Very patient early, made his way past the leaders about the midpoint of the race, and since then has just checked out on the field. Threlfall, 2 to go this time by. The black, red, and white number 5 flying down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Now between 1 and 2 onto the back straightaway. Jordan Threlfall nice and smooth. He's got a lap and a half to go to take the win here. Johnson still closing on Amir Saleh. He's closed to within about 0.2 of a second. Aaron Johnson working on Amir Saleh. He's not going to be able to do anything with him, but Johnson has at least closed in. Jordan Threlfall takes the white flag. It'll be Threlfall with 1 to go. Threlfall is going to win this race barring some sort of catastrophe. Jordan Threlfall out front. Amir Saleh 2nd. Johnson 3rd. Saleh and Johnson working hard on each other. Johnson has closed onto Saleh's back bumper. We'll take you to that battle as soon as we watch Jordan Threlfall take the victory. In the 2nd spot, it's going to be Amir Saleh. Johnson tried hard to get past Amir. Closed in there, didn't have quite enough. So Amir Saleh is going to finish up 2nd. Aaron Johnson 3rd. James Teggett in the 9 is going to come home 4th with Joseph Ralph 5th. Craig Phillips 6th. Taylor Douglas 7th. Reagan Parent in the 8th spot is going to be the last car on the lead lap. Behind Parent would be the 10 of Charles Hinkle in 9th and the 13 of Briston Roberts finishing up in the 10th spot. Jordan Threlfall takes the win. A fantastic job by Threlfall today. Behind Threlfall was Amir Saleh and then Aaron Johnson. That's going to do it for our feature race at Thompson Motorsport Park. The best of the best today, and Jordan Threlfall is the best of that group. For the Johnson iRacing team on the Johnson iRacing Network, this is Aaron Johnson saying, go fast, turn left, have fun.